Good morning, buenos dias. Today our lesson is on direct objects and direct object pronouns. The direct object is what receives the action directly from the verb. For example, let's look at this sentence in English. She reads the book. Let's look at it. She would be the subject, reads the verb, the is the article, and book is the direct object. Now, how do we know that? Well, we have to ask ourselves the question, how does it receive the direct action of the verb? So we can ask ourselves, what is being read? The book. The book is receiving the direct action of the verb. It is being read. Okay? Now, if I don't want to say the book all the time, I would say she reads it. I can add it here, and I can delete the book. The same thing would happen if she reads the books, correct? Then I would say, instead of it, I would say she reads them. That would be our direct object pronoun taking the place of that direct object. Now let's look at this very same sentence in Spanish. Ella lee el libro. We can also diagram the sentence by saying this is the subject, this is the verb, this is the article, and this is el objeto directo. This is the direct object. Again, how do we know? Because libro receives the action of leer, which is to read. It receives the direct action from this verb. Now, instead of it and them, as we were doing in English, we have a list of direct object pronouns that we need to choose from, which are right here. So let's go over those a minute. We have me, which is for me, te for you, lo and la is it, he, it, she, it could either be either one of those. Nos would be for us, los and las for them. Okay, so now we have to think about what one of these are we going to use for this sentence. So we have to look at our direct object, el libro. So we have to think to ourselves, is this direct object, is it masculine or is it feminine? Well, we have el libro, so we can safely say that it is masculine. Is it singular or is it plural? Well, we can say that it is singular, okay? Now, let's look at our list and decide which one we need. Which one of these would fit with masculine and singular, of course, third person, el libro. So we would have to say that it is lo. So we're going to establish the fact that we need lo in that sentence. Now our question is, where are we going to place it? So we're going to place our direct object pronoun before the conjugated verb. Ella lo lee. This is now taking the place of el libro. Ella lo lee. Before this conjugated verb. Now, we can try another sentence. Let's do yo. Start out with first person. Yo escribo el reporte. Okay, I write the report. Okay, I write the report. So again, let's look at our sentence. Subject, verb, article, direct object. Again, ask ourselves the question, what is being written? El reporte. The report is being written, therefore it is the direct object. Again, we have to ask ourselves the question, okay? What is the direct object pronoun that we need? Is it masculine? Yes. Is it singular? Yes. Masculine, singular? Again, we will go with lo. So it would say yo lo escribo before my conjugated verb. Another example would be Juan compra la casa. Okay, Juan buys the house. Okay, so we're going to ask ourselves again the question, what is being bought? The house. This would be our direct object, receiving the direct action of the verb to buy. The house is being bought. Okay, now let's look at our direct object. Is it masculine or is it feminine? It is feminine. Is it singular or is it plural? It is singular. Now, which one of these corresponds? Well, we're going to say that it will be la because it is an it, right? Okay, so now where will we place it? Before the conjugated verb. So we end up with Juan la compra. So think about it this way. The direct object pronoun answers the question what. Okay? What is receiving the direct action of the verb? Now, normally it is things that receive the direct action, but it can also be people. For example, I could say, Eduardo me lleva a la tienda. Eduardo takes me to the store. So here I can say, who is or what is receiving the direct action of the verb? Well, in this case, it's me, right? Eduardo me lleva. Direct action of the verb is me. Now, this could also be replaced with, for example, te, which in this case would be Eduardo takes you to the store. Te lleva. It could also be Eduardo takes us to the store. Eduardo nos lleva a la tienda. Again, we could also replace it with los or las. Eduardo los lleva a la tienda. In this case, los would correspond to plural, something masculine and plural, which could, for example, be Juan y Manuel, okay? Takes them to the store. So, in a nutshell, this is the way direct objects and direct object pronouns work, okay? We need to remember what receives the direct action of the verb. Okay, you ask yourself who or what is being taken, then you know what the direct object is. You look at your list and you try to establish what one of these you need, and you place it before the conjugated verb. There are other ways that we can do work with direct objects and direct object pronouns, but that we'll have to leave for another lesson. Okay? Thank you for listening, and I will see you soon.